Senate in Arizona at the time.
Wow, okay. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. A higher-up Republican Party member said Evan was a, quote, crappy legislator.
Okay.
So he runs... so his campaign was anti-socialist, and he talked about a lot about how Christian he was. Like, that was mostly what the campaign was.
Sure.
Which is very similar to today. That hasn't changed.
Mm-hmm.
A group of young women started following him, and they were nicknamed Machamettes. The Machamettes, yeah, Machamettes. I guess it's
Machamettes?
He's Evan Macham, so
sure.
they were called the Machamettes.
It's terrible.
I know.
How about the Evan Harem?
Okay, that's well. Harem gives the impression that they're fucking him all the time. These are just like fans.
No,
like Raiderettes.
Okay, sure.
They don't get fucked at all.
Quite a distinction we have going on.
In the primary, so he's running for state senate. In the primary, Evans spread rumors that his opponent had an illegitimate child. That's what you do.
Yeah, it's...
And he won the primary, which was a huge upset. And then he ran against a very old Democrat incumbent who was like 85, hospitalized at one point during the campaign.
I'll show him who's got a group of women. I'll show him who's got a group of women who follow him around.
Don't. Those are nurses.
You ain't seen a group of women follow me around unless you come into my hospital.
Those are nurses.
I don't.
Those are nurses.
I don't. They don't leave my side. They don't leave my side.
They're scared you're going to die.
Because they believe in what I'm doing so strongly.
What are you doing?
It is governing from the left, you idiot. Now, you think, watch this. I hit this button. They come running in. Do you have that with your measurements? Ooh, la, li, la. I don't think so. Oh, God almighty, there's a lot of blood coming out of me right now. I'll show you.
I've never wanted anyone to die more.
You will, even if I'm seeing the light, must not go there, for must be to heaven, Matron. Instead, Lord, I feel, I must take on true form.
Oh, God. Well, Evans' campaign started the rumor that... Well, Evans' campaign started the rumor that the Democrat was dead and it was being hidden. It still didn't work. He lost.
Wow, that is really like... because we deal... because we deal now in things where it is so hard sometimes to even prove. These things because they're just so invented or bizarre. Yeah. But that's a pretty one to disprove.
That's all.
And this guy is just like, see,
I'm here.
All right, well, we know who the liar is in the campaign.
So Evan
Vote me, not dead yet. That's my slogan.
So Evan was a John Bircher. We haven't covered the John Birchers yet, but they're a very, very far right-wing group.
Cool.
Very influential of like all the right-wingers we have today.
Great.
He said Eisenhower was a communist and Nixon was a huge liberal.
Oh my God! Oh no. There's a couple of things Nixon did where you could,
you could argue today Evan would be considered Nixon would be considered a Democrat. I mean, honestly, a lot of the a lot of those Democrats are on that same sort of
Right.
I mean, there's some similar. I mean, there's some similar stuff there. Evan took voice lessons to help his campaign skills.
Me.
A fellow student called him, quote, a cold removed person. He A fellow student called him, quote, a old removed person. He seems as if he lives in mothballs.
Oh my lord. Wow. Okay.
In 1964, Evan announced his candidacy for an open U.S. Senate seat.
Okay. Wow.
And then the governor jumped into the race.
The governor of Utah.
Of Arizona.
Sorry.
So Evan dropped out and ran for governor instead.
Weird move.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like when someone cuts you off in traffic and you're like, all right, fuck it, I'll go to your lane.
Yeah.
Show you how good you had it.
Evan he would always put out fact sheets whenever he ran, and he would drop them at Republican voters' houses.
Okay.
So he put out a fact sheet attacking his fellow Republican. He said Arizona had fallen into, quote, the category of unclean states of the nation. So he's attacking the previous governor and the guy he's running against at the same time.
Right.
Party leaders are furious. Evan loses the primary, and then he supports the Democrat in the general election.
Wow. Okay.
And then he went back to his dealership, and he just was...
That's quite a bold exit.
Yeah. Fuck everybody.
That's quite a bold exit.
Yeah. Fuck everybody.
I'll show you.
He goes back to his dealership. He's there for like 10 years, and then he gets the bug again.
Yeah.
And in 1974, he runs again for governor.
Right.
Now, The Republic, which is the big newspaper, wrote that Evan now had a toupee and looked a lot better. You can throw up the picture of him now. So they're like, oh, look, he's got a toupee.
He's got a toupee. It's way better.
Yeah, he doesn't look as shitty. He looks like a human person.